Hello, hello, hello. I'm Alucard Night Raven. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to my next review. And today we are looking at something that I pre-ordered a while ago. Well, not too long ago, and it finally showed up, and I've been messing around with this thing for quite a few days, and it is a lot of fun. And as you can see before me, it is a third-party, super deformed style set of G1 Predacons. They do combine, they do transform into their animal modes, and we are going to go over all of that. So, first, we're going to go over the box, but this is, and I apologize if I am butchering the name, because I don't understand how to pronounce it completely, so I apologize ahead of time, but it is JiGuangMao Steel Kiddy Party Ferocy or Ferocy, one of the two. And again, it is a SD style Predacon / Predaking. But let's take a look at the box. So I love what they did with the box. So you can see all of the Predacons. You can see the food. It's like a Last Supper style. Absolutely love that. Just couldn't stop laughing. On the top, you can see their beast modes. And I think these are like the Chinese names. I'm not exactly 100% sure. On the bottom, we have a whole bunch of other stuff. And you can see Steelhead Commander is another product name for it. Also, Laser Cat Toy is another name for the manufacturer. So, yeah, very cool. And then on the back, you can see there is all the Predacons. There you can see Predaking. And very cool. And the front flap does open, and you can see where they will sit. Everything back in there. You can see JiGuangMao, Steel Kiddy, JGM-SKP01, Ferocy. And bring this up. And you can actually see some other names, and you still can't. There we go. Let's go this way with it. Pengzai, Huzai, Shizai, Zai, and Neozai. And I apologize if I'm butchering those, but I do love that it also says choose your kitty. These things are so much fun. But that's it for the packaging. We'll set that off to the side. And here we got some cards. Might be a little hard to see, but there is Razor Claw. There is, and I'm sorry if I'm forgetting some of the names. So there's Rampage, Dive Bomb. We've got Tantrum, Headstrong, and Predaking. Then on the back, it's just basically the same thing on the back with all of them. So, yeah, we've got some collector cards. And here you can see all these guys, and again, they look so cool. So of course we got Razor Claw, Rampage, Dive Bomb, Headstrong, and Tantrum. And we'll take a look at each one individually. So we'll move Dive Bomb, Rampage, Tantrum, and Headstrong out of the way, and we shall start with Razor Claw. And you can already see there's some really nice light piping. Whole back of the head is translucent. Very cool. Looks incredible. Nice paint detail. And just amazing. Like, the detail in this little guy is so awesome. Like, I have not been able to put these guys down since I got them. Before I go a little further, I do want to mention so I got these off of ShowZ, and ShowZ has for pre-order a set of the Dinobots that become Volcanicus. So I have those on pre-order, so in a few months, definitely looking forward to getting those. But yeah, see the yellows, blacks, reds, a little bit of like gold. Just looks incredible. Really, really do love this. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. You can see Predaking's crotch plate on the back, which makes sense. The red feet. Articulation with this guy. Head is on a ball joint. Get all kinds of wiggle. Looks up that far, down that far. Full rotation. Arms, they do come up. You kind of got to move this piece out of the way to really get that full range. We've got bicep swivel. 90 for the elbow. And we do have wrist, which is awesome in such a small figure. We've got waist. It does get hindered a little bit by the chest, which is the lion face, of course. Legs, kick forward that far. If you bring this up, you can get it to kick back that far. Can come out that far. We do get knee. It's very, very tight. Can get full knee. Can move the heel. You can move the toe. And you can get some decent ankle pivot as well. So it is very, very well done. So there is Razor Claw. So we'll set him aside and we'll take a look at Rampage. And again, Rampage, the whole back of his head is translucent, so you get some pretty decent light piping in there. Of course, very, very nicely done. All the reds, oranges, blacks. I think that might be a kind of a gold. Just looks really good. Articulation for this guy. Again, head is on a ball joint, full rotation. It does have a stopping point though, so you can't get it all the way around, but it could if that wasn't in the way. Looks up that far, down that far. Arms are on a ball joint, come up that far. Full rotation. We got bicep. We've got full rotation on the elbow. Hand can rotate and move up and down. It is on a ball joint. We do have waist. It is a little hindered. Legs, kick forward, kick back, come out that far. Got a little bit of thigh. Got so much on the knee. If you move this out of the way, you can get even more, so you can get the full 90 on the knee. Push this back in. I'm not pushing it all the way in because that otherwise hinders the ankle pivot, which we do get, and it's not much. It's only like just a bit. Still very cool. And of course, I got their guns in their hands. You can see the different guns. We'll go over that more a little later. There he is. Let's go over Headstrong. Headstrong, he's got a big old smiley chibi type of face, childlike type of face. Very cool. Again, all that red and yellow just looks incredible. There's his gun. Articulation with him. Head is on a ball joint. Full rotation. Looks up a bit. Looks down a bit. You can cause it to look down a bit more, but then the face starts to fold away so you can see what part of the transformation is. Again, on a ball joint. Full rotation. Up that far. So, not too bad. Got elbow or bicep. Full on the elbow. And again, hands. So I And same thing with here. You got waist, legs, back, forward, back. You can get 90 for the knee and a little bit of ankle. So I'm not going to go over articulation for the rest because it's all the same. For the smaller ones, they have the same articulation than the razor claw one. Whoop. But still, looks very cool. But I will show off the different faces. So Tantrum, this is his face. Again, very cool. Very, very nice. And Dive Bomb, that's his face. Again, adorable. And the wings, you can move them however you wish. So they can go back like that. I'm using these as his heels because otherwise they sort of, he gets real back heavy. So these help stabilize him. But I also kind of like how this looks with them forward like that. Just, I think, looks so much better like that. Yeah. So for the parts that make up Predaking, another nice thing with those, we first want to actually remove this because we're going to need this. Here's most of the parts together, and you can by taking this tab, and it slots in right there. So get it lined up. And there's all the parts together. And that's definitely something you can do. So let's get that out of the way. We are going to need the wings back for Dive Bomb for robot mode, or beast mode. So let's start with Razor Claw. Pull the gun out. You can see here is the gun. And we're going to need this for beast mode as well. So what we want to do is push these forward, just like that. We're going to open up this piece, rotate the hand, bring it all forward, just like that. And there's that all done. And we'll just sort of bring it out like this. So same thing on this side. Once you can get it opened up, rotate the hand because otherwise it's not going to fit in. Close that up. There's that. Now what we want to do is open up the back, turn the head, bring it down, and that's going to help push this forward. But want the head like that, and then we can close this back up. This is going to come up just like this. What am I not getting right here? Okay. Just like that. And we can adjust the front legs however we want. Bring this up so we can bring the tail out. And we want to rotate it like this. Open this up. We're going to close this all up. Whoops. Bring this down. Bring this down. Then you want to bring this down. Then rotate it at the knee, which again is very, very tight. Like really tight. Which is good for Predaking mode. Which I can understand. Same thing here, rotate it, bring this out, bring it down as far as you can, then close it up there. Then again, rotate, rotate, there we go. And then bring this down. You want to sort of adjust everything, get it where you want it. we go. Just the front paws. Then we want to take the gun, plug it in at the top, just like this. And there's that. And there is Razor Claw in his beast mode. And very, very cool. Really, really love that. Looks great. Oh, articulation in this mode. You can move the head. It is on a ball joint in there, so you can get some wiggle. A little bit of side to side, up, down. Mouth opens quite wide. Arms, same with from robot mode, except now we've got this piece, which sits inside of a ball joint, so we get some decent movement there. And then this is all the same as robot mode. You know, you're gonna get, except it does have a stopping point right here, so you want to be careful not going past that stopping point. But yeah, so there's Razor Claw in his beast mode. And now we'll move on to Rampage. I'm gonna take his gun out, and this is his gun. Very cool. I kind of like how it almost looks like some kind of like cat-like look in a way. With him, we're going to rotate the fist. Rotate the fist. What we want to do is want to pull it down. That's going to allow us to push the head down. And we can bring the tiger head up. And what you want to do here is pull it slightly out, so that's going to untab it, and then that gives us more movement with the head. We can rotate the arms down, and now what we want to do, rotate here. I'm going to open this, bring this piece down, want to bring the legs out, rotate the toes in, push this all in, and you can see how that happens here. And we plug it together, and this is going to come down just like that. And we're almost done. We want to make sure we're all there. So we want to take this, and this has tabs on the bottom that's going to tab into there and give him a tail. And there we go. There is Rampage in his beast mode. Again, very cool. Yeah, all red and yellow. The head is on a ball joint. Get rotation, look up and down. Mouth does open. It only opens so far. Again, the front legs movement just like the arms had, and you still get some movement with the paws. You only really get movement back here for this. You do get some movement here, so there is that. And yeah, works very well. I really like it. So there's Rampage. Let's do Tantrum. I'm not going to show oh, why am I forgetting his name? Headstrong, because it's the exact same transformation as Tantrum. But I'm going to remove the gun. You want to rotate the face up. Then we want to rotate this piece up like this. So you'd sit in like that. Same thing here. Ugh, there we go. Now we just rotate these so they're facing forward like that. You can sort of see the hooves are notched out. And that's how we want those. And now with these, again, rotate here. Close these up. Rotate out the rear feet. Open the legs so you can bring this down. Again, it's all pushing everything in. Close that up. Close that up. bring these forward, and then this is actually going to plug in right there, and there's his tail, and there you can see Tantrum in his beast mode. Again, very cool. Very, very cool. So articulation on him, head rotates, looks up a bit, looks down a bit. Mouth sort of opens, it's not by much. You can see, not by very much. Again, same articulation as the robot mode arms had. Not really much articulation back here. You know, it is what it is, but still, very, very cool. Absolutely love how these guys look. So there's that. I will be right back with Headstrongs in just a moment. Alright, and then, yeah, here's Headstrong. So again, very, very cool. You can see, like, I mean, it's really pretty much the same except for different head and different colors. But it's exact same transformation between these two. So, and now Dive Bomb. Move his gun. This is what his gun looks like. And now with this, what we're going to do, again, push the head up. Just like that. Just move these out of the way for the moment. Push those in. Now these, we want to rotate them and bring them in. Then we're going to bring them around. Bring them up. And then this is going to end up sitting right inside here. Just like that. Same thing here. Rotate, bring it up, rotate, bring that up, and then just sort of move everything till it's sitting right where it needs to be. Now we rotate at the waist, sort of bring these up like this. And there we have Dive Bomb in his beast mode. And again, very cool. You know, can bring it up like this, so you can get like full-on flight type of look. Sorry, trying to get there we go. There we go. From the top, so there is that. Still pretty cool. Whoops, forgot about these. But yeah, then you can sort of lean him like that. Again, very cool. So let's bring them all in. So you can see them together. Oh, and I forgot. So his gun is going to store in one of these ports on the back. Just take your pick. It is a bit tight, but yeah. So there is all 5 Predacons in their beast modes. And again, they look so cool. Just absolutely love this. So let's get down to transformation. Again, into Predaking. So we'll start with... Let's start with the legs first. So these guys, what we're going to do, remove the guns. Bring it down just a bit. So remove the guns, set them off to the side. They're going to come in to what we need later. Push these hands forward. What we want to do is rotate this all the way around. And then we want to get under here, open this up, It's on a double hinge, so we want to hinge it forward, and it's going to tab in like this to hold this all together. Push these up. We want to bring these back up to where they were for robot mode. Bring them back. Want to rotate this piece, and you've got these two slots, and they're going to tab in right there on the side on the most outer one, just like that. So, same thing with this side. So I'll just rotate this like this. Bring it back up, rotate it in, and then tab it together. And then bring this down. It's just going to sit like that. And there's that part of that leg all done. So now we'll do the same thing here. Rotate. Bring this up and rotate it on that double hinge. Bring these forward. Bring them back up to where they were for robot mode. Rotate it in. Rotate it here and tab in. Then you can always readjust anything that you need to. Tab that together. Okay, there we go. Had partial misassembly here. Then again, bring the head down. It'll sit like that. Now to finish off the legs, we want to take and pull these parts out. So you see there's these tabs. They slide in like right there. So we'll remove these. And the ball joints on these are tight. So what I do is I just plug them in first. So there's sliders that are going to slide into here, and it's also going to tab right there. So you want to line that all up. Then we can rotate the toe forward. There's one. Same thing with him. And there's two. And there we go. And there's the legs all done. Now we'll work on the rest. So with him, again, take the gun off, move it to the side. We want to push this back in. What we want to do now, push these in. And you want to rotate it actually here and have it like this. It also depends on like how it is you prefer having it. So these, I believe they're gonna, nope. So collapse these in. All the way. Bring them up all the way. And I might have this a different way than how I originally had it. Okay, here we go. Oh no. So there's no particular way that these could go. It's just on how you like it. You can, if you want, sort of bring the tiger head forward. So now we need the hands, and for getting the hands out, you want to bring these pieces. That'll allow you to untab it from here. So there's one, and then same thing with this other side. There's the other one, and just leave these like this for now. Put that off to the side, and so we want this one, and this is going to slide on the same way as the feet did, just like that. And there we have one arm all done. So just sort of set these back here. Now for dive bomb, remove that. We are going to, so we want to get these arms out from here, get them out from here. Then we need that for later. And now for this, what we want to do, we want to open them up so we can bring this out. Now we can close it all back up again. Tab them together. Hold that together. We're going to pull this all out. We want to rotate it at this hinge, then rotate it here. And then we'll do the same thing here that we kind of did with Rampage. So I'm going to rotate these like this so they look like that. And then get that head. Head's going to go down a little bit more. Same thing with the fist. Bring it in, close it up. And there we go. And there's his limbs already. So let's get those out of the way so we can concentrate on Steeljaw. Or not Steeljaw. Razor Claw. So remove his gun. What we're going to do here is we want to move these back up like this. Back up like this. We're going to bring this back down here. And we want to fold this forward. So open this up, fold this forward, back in. Then we're going to push this back up, rotate it all the way around, and it tabs in two places. So there's a tab right there and a tab there, and they just all tab together right like this. So there's that. Same thing with this side. So again, open that up, push this back in, push the hand up all the way, bring it forward, tab it all together like that. So now we shall work on the waist. So we're going to bring this back up. Want to bring this up and up. We want to leave them like this. We're going to bring this forward. Want to bring out the heel all the way. Bring this in, rotate it. We'll just leave it like that for now while we bring it out. And there's a ball joint right here, so we're going to bring it out, rotate it up, and it tabs in right there. And then we just push this sort of in like that. Same thing on this side. Bring all this up, bring that out, rotate, rotate, bring it all around, tab in, and bring this down. Then we can rotate it all the way, and we can bring in the final bit. Oh, make sure that's tabbed in where it needs to be. Don't want to forget about that. There we go. And that is this piece, and we also want to tab the wings in. Make sure it's pushed in all the way. And then we can slide this down here, and it's going to also have those two big tabs are going to tab into the back of his head. So we want to make sure we're lining everything up where it needs to be. Oh, okay, maybe not. Fine. Alright, so forget, we'll do that later. I think I had it wrong. So now with that, we want to pull these pieces out, and they're going to open up back here. We're going to bring all this together, and it's going to tab together. Make sure everything is tabbed in nice and tight. Now, I can slide this on. And that's about as far as it's going to go down. So there we have that all done. Now let's put them together. Let me raise you up so you can see what we're doing. And make sure of what's going where. Okay. So we've got this on the back that's going to slide in right here. So make sure, get it nice and lined up. And there we go. Make sure it's pushed in all the way. Once it is, there we go. Same thing with this one. So make sure it lines up. There we go. Bring it down. May have to plug things back together. That came unplugged. But otherwise, he has legs. And now the arms. So there's these pieces right here. You can see it's again sliders. There's this piece right on the back. You want to make sure you're seeing how it slides in. Slide it in. There's one arm. And finally, and this one you kind of want to move. Bring this down just enough so it's not in the way of anything else. Again, slide it in. Come on. Slide it in. Slide it in. There we go. There we go. And there we have our Predaking. And again, he looks great. Like, just incredible. Like, I can't get over just how well he looks. Like I said, I've been having so much fun with this guy. Messing around with him. Yeah. Just, it's adorable. Like, so adorable. But articulation with him is not too bad. Raise up a bit. Head on the ball joint, it rotates, looks up, looks down. Arms come out only that far. Can rotate. We've got, well, you can see we got bicep swivel. You've got under 90 for an elbow. We got wrist. The fingers are each one, well, this one's by itself, and then these three are attached, and then they're all on ball joints at the base of them. We've got waist, legs. Once you get this out of the way, only kick forward that far. Kick back that far. Comes out a bit. Got a bit of thigh. And then we've got knee due to where it plugs in. So again, very, very cool. I really like that. I get him in a decent standing position because we are not done with him yet. So he's missing his arm cannon. So let me move him out of the way. And we're going to put that together. So I want to take these pieces, push them together, And they only go together one way. It's got a flat bottom here. Then we're going to take this piece, and this is going to plug in and tab. So at the top, just like that. And these are the same, so it doesn't matter what side you go on, but it tabs in right there, and there's a little post that is meant for going in there. It just sort of holds it. It doesn't really like tab in very well, at least not that I've found. And there, yeah, it just sort of sits in there. But same thing on this side. Tab it together and push it together. And now you can put it on either side. However, I like it on this side. You just plug it in to these ports here. And there we go. And of course, what is Predaking without his sword? And here is his sword. And it is just so adorable. And it's got tabs on either side. But love the gold, the red, the black. And of course, we can tab it in to his hand. Make sure it gets in there very well. Close up the hand as far as you can close it. And there he is holding his sword. And again, absolutely love it. And before we go, the last accessory it comes with is this keychain, which has like the little pops, almost like bubble wrap. But this serves another purpose. The head lights up, or the eyes at least. And it requires a CR927 battery. I luckily had some, but there's a magnet in here. Bring it back here, and there you go. And let's take a look at that. And I love it. It's so cool. Then you just shut it off the same way. Whoop. Didn't get it. There we go. Yeah. Just, this thing is so cool. Like, I can't wait for the Volcanicus, because I am just going to have so much fun putting them together, fighting. Like, and it works because, I mean, if you remember the Machinima Power of the Prime series, they did kind of fight each other. So getting like little super deformed versions to fight each other, I think is amazing. But again, I highly recommend it. It's less than $100. I think I paid $98 for it on ShowZ, and it's definitely worth it. It is such a great piece. I can't recommend it enough. And I apologize for the very, very long video, but I mean, he does so much. So that is going to be it for me. As always, I want to say thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, follow my Patreon, and I'll see you all later.